Me either. Me either. Check, 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 check. All right, we're live. Hello, everybody. Evening. Evening, folks.
Evening, kinfolk. All right, let me go to Abnormal Realities Facebook. There it is. Let me get it all loaded up. Whoop. Okay, where's it at? There it is. There we go. All right, what's up, everybody? I'm actually gonna let me do this here. I gotta do it from this.
Yeah, I hope the buttons work over here. I didn't test them before the show.
You didn't test no buttons?
I didn't test the buttons.
We're good, brother. We good. We good. Okay, let me go to here.
Go to m25m.org. m25m.org. Hi, it's Doc Thompson for Matthew 25 Ministries.
A little freaky Friday.
Freaky Friday edition. Who the hell knows what's going to happen tonight?
That's weird. It doesn't allow me to tag you.
Doesn't allow you to tag me?
Yeah.
Are you
I'm just doing a post. I was just
from a
page?
Yeah. Sometimes it won't do it from a page.
All right, and share to a group.
45 seconds. Here we go. Hello, everybody. All right, here we go, guys.
All right, what's up, everybody? Megan, Linda, Sarah Nichols, Jamie.
Let's get our freak on, meatballs.
Come on.
877-247-1581. 877-247-1581.
Journey into the matrix of the mind. Stretch your imagination and challenge reality. Abnormal realities are beacons for the imagination. What society deems abnormal may be more real than we think. This is Abnormal Realities with your hosts, Ron Phillips and Rocky Stucci.
With your host, Ron Phillips and Rocky Stucci. Folks, welcome. It is Friday, bitches. Let's rock and roll. Let's do this. I'm wearing my sweatshirt today, Phillips. Am I loud enough?
Yeah. It's just the music is extra loud. But we're loud enough. Yeah. I'm looking at the meters over there bouncing.
Oh, yeah, we got the meters. We got the Mojo 50 radio meters bouncing and bouncing.
What's your sweatshirt say there, Rocky?
It's the Situation Room sweatshirt, brother.
I love that. Look, it's on the back.
It's the Meatball, right?
Meatball Army.
The Meatball Army. Hey, you know, the Meatball Army still exists, folks. So if you are not a misfit and a member of the Meatball Army, well, then we can indoctrinate you into the abnormal misfits at Abnormal Misfits.
Is that what these people are that are watching us right now? The misfits?
Dude, we're all misfits.
Abnormal misfits.
Yeah, it's the Abnormal Misfits.
Probably fits.
When the two sexy Tumblr... Wait, what? When
the two sexies Tumblr coming out? I don't know what that means.
I do, and it's coming out soon.
What is she talking about?
Dude, I'm making Tumblrs with this on it.
Oh,
I'm going to make some Tumblrs.
Yeah.
Did I say it? I don't think I said it, but I'm going to pretend I did.
Yeah.
This is the sound of music. What the hell
was that? Exactly. I don't know.
What the hell was that?
What are we talking about tonight, Rocky?
Dude, we got a lot of things.
We do?
Yes. We are going to talk about... No, dude, we're talking about penis snakes that are taking over the United States, and I'm going to tell you the reason why we're talking about it.
You brought it up.
Because Ron Phillips says, please, let's not talk about that.
No, I said, please don't make me show that on the TV.
Oh, yeah, we're going to show it. We're going to show it. Are we connected?
You're not.
Okay. A flight attendant, she identifies the protocol on what they have to do when people on a flight. All right. Yeah. A woman finds a dead body, but it turns out to be a sex doll. Man, we got a lot of cool things.
You got a lot of cool things over there.
Demonic chihuahuas being sold on Craigslist.
All chihuahuas are demonic.
All chihuahuas are demonic.
I have two of them. I know.
What's up, Petey?
Yeah, what's up, Petey?
Let's see. I got 4 of them. A London YouTuber claims to have been abducted by aliens and has fallen in love with one of them. I would. Because I could speak alien anyway, so I mean, I'll throw down a little bit.
You could.
You know how you say, I want to slap that ass an alien?
No. Ass.
Ass.
I want to slap that, is what you said, and then ass is proper.
Yeah, ass is the same language.
Yeah, I got you.
Aliens say ass, we say ass. It all just kind of comes together. What do you got, Ron Phillips?
I don't have a damn thing.
What
I really
in the
don't.
hell?
I was hoping that you would have stuff.
It's been a
I
bad
looked
day.
and I read some stories, but none of them tickled my fancy.
Yeah, I heard you over there. We're sitting here. We're trying to get the articles ready. All of a sudden, I heard Ryan be like, nope, not doing that one. He starts reading, no, not doing that one. You know, dude,
I did watch a video of some weird hand come out at a kid that was playing in the cabinet. You saw that?
yeah, we might have to show that.
I don't know if I
did you
can
lose
find
it?
it. No, I can go back.
You know
and
what's
get it.
really weird? The difference between Ron and myself, there's not many of them, but Ron actually reads articles of show prep. When I was doing the Situation Room by myself, solo, I would find headlines, about 5 or 6 headlines,
Right.
and I would already kind of know the topics of those headlines anyways. So all I would need is a reference, like a bullet point. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Yep.
You'd see the headline, and that would give you about 20 minutes worth of material. Then I would get super angry a couple times, maybe cry once or twice, and then just kind of calm down and just try to bring people back to their peaceful state, and then piss them off again.
Yeah, but you have this knack for fantastic motivational speeches.
I was going to post something today.
Was it motivational?
Kind of. I
Okay.
don't know. It was kind of a kick in the face.
But why didn't you post it?
I just didn't have time because I had a bad day today, Phillips.
Tell us what you did today. You became a Texan today.
I'm a Texan. I got jumped in. I finally, since February, I got down here February,
He said
mid-February.
I got jumped in.
I got jumped in by the DMV today. In Texas, it's a little weird.
Okay.
Well, and I think a lot of it's because of the thing going on in the world, that thing. So you have to schedule an appointment to go to the DMV in Texas. And so when I was here a couple months before I was responsible enough to do it. And I set up an appointment and then I missed it. Okay. So I set up another appointment. You got to wait. What do you think, Rob? About 3.5 months?
And it was longer than that. Sometimes 4 to 6 months you've got to wait.
That is crazy. And then a guy at the store last week. Did I tell
Yeah,
you about
it's
the
because
argument?
of the pandemic stuff.
Yeah, I know. And
It's all their pandemic protocols. Otherwise, you would go stand in line and wait 3 or 4 hours in that day to do it.
right. And I got in an argument with
But
a guy
welcome
last
to the
week
Texas DMV, man.
from Academy.
Yeah.
We went in there to get our fishing license, our day license, because, we had to wait forever. I thought that they would work with us a little bit. And he tried yelling at me, telling me that I was going to go to jail if I got pulled over because I still had a Wisconsin license. And I snapped on his ass, dude.
Wait a minute. He literally
He
said
yelled
something
at
to you
me
about
in front of other customers. He goes, "You know, if you get pulled over, you're going to go to jail." Like, you son of a bitch. What?
What?
Yes.
Why would you get pulled over? I mean, why would you go to jail if you got pulled over with
Exactly.
a Wisconsin driver's license?
It's like, dude, I'm a professional criminal. I know what I'll go to jail for and what I won't.
That is not
right?
one of them.
That is
Trust me.
not one of them. And
They'll go, have you moved here? Yeah. Okay. You need to get this taken care of.
absolutely.
That's all they would have done.
And I just got mad at him because of his tone. It's like,
Yeah,
dude,
but
I don't need you to
wait a
play
minute,
daddy
wait a
with
minute,
me.
Wait, time out.
Time out.
Did he yell at you like I yell at you before a show prep?
Dude, you're the only one that can yell at me like that.
Okay. I've never once yelled at him during show prep. So this guy probably didn't yell at him either.
Oh,
He
no.
probably just said, "Oh, by the way, hey, you can go
Okay.
to jail."
Okay. I misunderstood your reference on the yell part.
Okay.
Okay. No. All right.
No, he
But
didn't.
Ron
yell.
is really, and my wife and Misty are the only ones that can really actually yell at
I
me and
have
get away with it.
never yelled at you.
Kind of.
No.
No, you get irritated.
No, I don't.
A little bit.
I'm not. I'm about to get. No, I'm joking.
Son of a bitch. No.
Okay, no, I don't think I've ever.
Okay,
gotten
he said
irritated
it
at
with
you.
like a bitch tone.
Okay, well,
You
if
know
he
what I
was
mean?
bitchy, that's uncalled for.
Thank you.
Yeah. No, if you're bitchy like you got a ball sack in your mouth, don't talk to me, right?
Well, it'd be kind of difficult if you had a ball sack in your mouth.
Well, sometimes that's the way people sound.
So the reason I didn't go full Stucci meatball on them was because that is where my son works, and my son just
Good
happened
point.
to be with me. But I told him, I says, I don't need you playing. Ooh, I almost said it, dude. Oh! But I just straight up told him, I says, I don't need you to be playing effing daddy with me. Number two, I can't remember what I said, but it was not cool.
I was so angry.
I was
I
pretty
had
upset.
no idea what I said.
And then the lady comes up to me and she's like, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I'm like, well, I need a hug. All right. That's the only way I'm going to feel better is if you give me a hug right now in front of your boss.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't.
She did not.
No. And I'm mad at her still.
Okay.
So, hey, somebody ordered a PD ornament today.
Yes, thank you for that.
Yep. It does not come with PD, camel toe PD. But if you go to abnormalrealities.com, go ahead and get your PD. We will sign it, lick
Let's
it,
see.
hump it, rub it, whatever you want, and we
Edith.
will get it to you. Edith.
Thank you, Edith.
Have you noticed some of the comments and messages we've been getting lately?
Well, of course. I mean, but are you referring to one in particular?
Oh, no, just overall, kind of generalizing. But for those of you that have either sent us private messages or some of the comments even on YouTube, thank you, man. I mean, some of your words are humbling. You know, sometimes when Ron goes strong all day. He runs a business. He runs radio networks. I got my job that I don't ever tell anybody what I do, but just trust me, it is crazy. I manage a bunch of people in a very reputable company.
Yep.
And it is very intense. So a lot of times when we get to these microphones, we're psychologically and physically beat up. And we try to put on the best content possible. And sometimes when internally, when you're beat up like that and you try to put on a good show, you don't always feel like you did your due diligence with the show.
No.
You know what I mean?
And look, and we know that we don't do that on Friday nights because we don't do that on Friday nights because it's Friday.
Yeah,
It's
it.
Effing
bitches.
freaking Friday.
Effing freaking
yeah,
Friday.
so we don't mess with it. But on Monday through Thursday, when we do have a show, we strive to do one every night.
Yep.
But there are live things that come up when you're doing a 7 p.m. Show. But
It's tough. But it's humbling. It
is. It's
when
humbling to get
people,
those kind of comments. And
well, yeah, I mean, this is our second YouTube channel. My other YouTube channel got completely shut down, and somebody came on the other day and made a remark because there's about the amount of subscribers, and it was a very generous comment. And thank you. Those on Facebook, those that send us private messages, we appreciate it. And honestly, we want we want something to be to where you feel like you're just hanging out with family, you're hanging out with friends, because I guarantee you what you see right here, I mean, this is really kind of how we are.
yeah, yeah. I mean, we consider you guys family. We want you to come along with us whenever we go do things.
Yep.
Like this coming Wednesday, as a matter of fact, we will be driving very early, I might add.
3 a.m. on the road. I'm very particular with my traveling.
Yeah, he is. We did that okay when we went to South Carolina. We got on the road at 3.
Dude, we were ready.
We were ready.
Tired as shit.
I got
but
to your
we were
house
ready.
at 2:30, 2:45.
Yep.
Picked you up, got on the road.
I'm
Now,
co-
this time I'm riding with you, right? Is
I'm
that
coming
what
to get you.
Okay. All right, cool.
Coming to get you, Phillips.
All
And I
right,
will
man.
be here at 2:50. So we got 10 minutes
Okay.
to load
To load. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff to load, by the way.
I'll be here at. No, we're doing that the night before.
Okay. Yeah, I started to say because I got that big case we'll load and all these other little
It's pick
cases.
up and go, baby. It's pick up and go.
Yep.
We going. We have to be on the road by 3 o'clock, or I will be crabby all day.
Yeah,
Because
and we still won't get there till 7
6:30.
6:30.
if everything goes good,
Okay.
so when we leave at 3 a.m. to go to Minneapolis, we can stop to pee 3 times, 2 drive-throughs, and 1 poop. That's how it's planned, and we will be there at 6:30.
3, 2, 1. Okay.
3, 2, 1. It's the 3, 2, 1 method.
Can I swap out a 2 and a 1 if I need to?
If you need to, or you can combine
Because
them.
I might have to poop twice and just eat once.
I understand. It
Okay.
happens,
All right.
especially if you're drinking a lot of coffee.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't drink a lot of coffee because then I got to pee a lot. That means I'm peeing in a Gatorade cup because
What he's trying to tell you folks is we'll get there when we get there. It's going to be a fantastic drive, and Rocky will stop about every 15 miles.
Nope.
Yeah, you will.
Why?
Okay, 30 miles.
Thank you. No, it's go full throttle. I'm smoking in the car. I don't care. You better bring an oxygen mask.
Really?
No.
Really? Okay. He said no.
My car, my rules, Phillips.
I didn't smoke in my car.
I know you didn't, and neither did I because it was your car.
Does
You're
Ron
in
have a time
trouble.
limit on the can?
When
Yeah.
legs go numb.
When legs go numb.
That
Yeah.
sounds like a song.
Or 7 TikToks.
No.
No,
way
no.
more than that.
Way more than that.
Yep.
Yeah. It's those 3-minute ones that get you.
Um,
But we're going to have a good time. Now, we will film. We may not broadcast live every time we film. Just know that. But we will film. I'm thinking we've got some stuff that we got to do on the way up there, like maybe take our cameras into a truck stop or convenience store, have a little conversation.
I want to go find a couple lot lizards and interview them.
Oh, what?
Yep. I'd be like, hey, how you doing? What is your name? Oh, Shaniqua. I am Rocky. This is Ron. Oh, and this is your friend Pearl. Oh, okay. And that is Star. Okay, well, we'd like to have a conversation with you three. We have questions. And do you shower between sessions or do you just wipe clean? And do you eat a glazed donut when you're done?
What has that got to do with it?
You got to flush. You got to flush.
You got to.
You got to flush.
What's the great?
Sometimes things get coggled up in the throat.
But
they have to digest it down. It gets stuck. No, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I don't, and I don't want to know what you're saying.
Damn it. Did you know a lady thought she found she thought a toe was sticking out of the mud. And she called the cops. And
they
the cops
showed up
and
flipping out, didn't they?
Yeah, they thought they were going to do a body recovery. And Mr. Phillips, what did they find sticking out of the ground?
A potato.
It was a potato.
Yeah.
It's my kind of people.
It's
my kind of
my
people.
kind of people. All right, let's see if I can find this. I'll play this video because.
Am I hot?
Yeah, you're hot.
Okay, which one am I playing?
Oh no, I mean you mean over here?
Oh yeah, I am, bro.
No, I'm going to play
like
this
that
video
answer.
here.
Oh, you got one?
Yeah, I'm going to play this video, and I think I have to go out to. I think I'm going to do it on.
Petey's girlfriend just sent a 30-second text message to Rocky.
Well,
Hey, is there anybody on the way from Dallas, Texas up to St. Paul, Minnesota? We are taking 35 all the way north. Is there anybody within the cross reference? Because there is. We're going to be too busy to stop and see you, but we just want to know if there's going to be anybody that we're going to cross paths with.
So
Maybe
I'm going
we'll
to
meet you at a gas station.
We're going to play this video, and I want you to watch the bowl. Okay. I'm unsure why.
Yeah. Tell me more.
This
Ron.
is, but I want you to keep an eye on the bowl. All right. It's a kid playing in a cupboard. Watch the bowl.
¿Qué estás haciendo?
What?
¿Eh?
It froze.
¿Qué estás haciendo?
Oh, why did it freeze?
I don't know. It looks like he's a headless child wearing Zubas.
Did we freeze? No, we didn't freeze. Why did that freeze?
I don't know.
Oh, maybe I lost my connection.
Dude, maybe it was a ghost.
That sucks.
Try it again. See if it
Oh,
works
no,
again.
let's see.
There you go. Now you got action.
Do I though?
Yep. All right.
¿Qué estás haciendo? ¿Eh? ¿Qué estás haciendo?
Watch the bowl.
María José, te estoy hablando.
What the hell was that?
Hell no!
What the hell was that? Let me
I just got
rewind
chills.
that.
I just
Watch,
got chills.
José,
watch the bowl. Watch the
estoy
bowl.
hablando.
What the hell was that?
Hell. You know, and the question is, though, Phillips, does that
Estoy
child...
hablando.
Boom.
Oh, look at that. Good pause. Good
What
pause.
in the hell is
Can you
that?
zoom? You can't
Oh.
zoom on that at all, can you?
No.
Damn, dude.
Whoa.
Okay, it's not a mouse. It's not a bug. It's not a critter. It looks like a skeleton-style hand.
Cadaver hand or something. Wow.
Dude, hell no.
Let's see. Watch this. Boom.
Oh!
Reach in there and grab some of that, whatever it is. Hail
Now,
to the no.
did that look like any kind of CGI? It didn't look like CGI to me.
It didn't look like it to me either.
Dang,
There,
man.
all the comments are in Spanish, and I don't read Spanish, so
Oh, I know a little Spanish.
okay. Do you?
Yep.
What does that say?
It says, yep, that's real. It says. You know,
Oh,
it's
that's-
weird because, you know, that child, and that's the thing about kids, is that kids don't seem to have a fear until they're taught to have a fear in regards to things like that. Do you ever notice that?
Yeah. I mean, but no. Well, here's the thing: kids have fear. Trust me. I think I probably traumatized my kids when they were that young several times. I'd put a mask on, come around the corner, do something. Scared the
Phillips?
bejesus out of me. Might be why my oldest daughter still had night terrors, because I scared the crap out of them.
Well, you blame your mom for being. I'm just saying. I'm sorry,
No.
Miss Dixie, but he does blame you for being afraid of watching scary movies.
Being afraid of Bigfoot.
Bigfoot. Yep. So, we do have an impact. Do you think somebody would be afraid of the dark if they were never taught to be afraid of the dark? Like to be goofed out, or, to have parents that scared them? Actually, we do that all the time in my house.
Oh, do you?
All the time.
I think they would be. I think they could be scared of the dark.
Yeah, the other day, Lisa went and found a huge grasshopper right in the house and threw it on Rocky. It was the best moment of my life. It was great, dude.
Nice.
It was great because he freaked out.
All right, have you got a video, or we want to wait? till after the
I
break?
do, but I got a question first.
Okay.
So I just recently watched a paranormal show, go figure,
Okay.
where they were investigating a haunted attraction. Like ones that, are there any haunted attractions around here during Halloween? I mean, we're in Dallas, Fort Worth. I'm sure there's somewhere.
I'm sure there are.
Why are we not going and doing a live stream at one? Because Rob Phillips don't want to. That's
Like
why.
a haunted attraction. You mean like a haunted house?
Yeah, where you pay to go in and it's fun and people dress
Oh,
up and they
hell
go,
no.
boo! What?
Mm,
Did you just throw a hell no out
I
there?
threw a hell no out there.
You
I'm
kind of
not-
said that confidently too.
I just don't know. Yeah, if we could carry some handheld cameras, if they'd let us do that.
They let me last time, a couple years ago when we went up.
Did they?
I just missed the part where Rocky almost went through the wall when the guy came out with the chainsaw.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he came out pretty aggressive too. I'm like, son, there's no blades on that thing. There's no chain on there. Dude, he almost broke the wall down. But Rocky's a little sensitive to that. But here's my question, serious question, and I want to hear your guys' answer if you want to post it on whatever social media we're on. Do you think that, because this show I was watching was investigating a haunted attraction, this is like the third one that they've investigated over the career that is extremely haunted. Now, do you think that when people go there, these actors, a lot of them are darker. I mean, you can't be kind of a normal person to want to scare the living bejesus out of people, right? And to get all sinistered up. Do you think somehow that energy actually attracts spiritual energy, paranormal type of energy to these locations, which then actually make them for real haunted?
It could. Absolutely.
It really could.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I tell you about our place up north when Lisa and I were doing a lot of spiritual practices at our house, and our house became extremely active, and it was not active before we started doing that. So we drew it to us.
Well, mentioned it on the show last night. I don't remember their names, but the ones that have the ghost stuff that they make, right? And she talked about walking down the hallway, Gina, and saw that guy standing in her dining room.
Yep.
And just walked on past. And I said, wait, time out. You saw someone standing in your dining room and just walked on past, said, I'll deal with you later. How does that happen? But is their place active because they do the stuff that they do and they've invited that in?
I think they said that they got it active.
Because it wasn't active before that.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes, Holly. She said she used to work for a haunted house for 15 years, and she said, "Are you saying I'm not normal? You are not normal. If you are watching this program, you are. You all right, bro?
I'm doing it. You sure? Yeah, I got choked.
I mean, dude, I'll do mouth to mouth right now. The Fernhill House. When you talk about Gina seeing that apparition and just not really giving a blink about it,
Yeah.
the people at the Fernhill House. The lady was in her 60s when I was investigating it. She moved in when she was a child. That house was haunted when they moved in, right? They were fine with it. They lived with it. They heard the footsteps walk up to their bed every night, and they were just like, oh, it's just somebody checking up on us. It did not faze them. It only fazed them the last year, and that's why they called me, because something changed. Something got more aggressive. Something got more sinister. And I got a pretty good idea what caused it, but so a lot of people live in a very haunted house. As long as it's not attacking or hurting you, it may watch you take a shower and maybe watch you knock one out, which is a little uncomfortable. But otherwise, most people can deal with it. But you don't do that anyway, so you wouldn't have to worry about that.
Correct.
Woo! So yeah, I think it could. I think it could actually create. But I think that could be more different type of energy though at a haunted house, because it's the fear energy.
All right. So the question was posed to me in an email, I don't know, 2 or 3 days ago. Can a ghost kill you?
Yes.
Really?
I believe it can. But
Or does it cause you to hurt yourself or kill yourself?
well, if a ghost can physically push you and it can physically push you down the stairs and you die from that fall, but
Then the
there's,
ghost killed you. Yes,
Yes.
I got that.
but it's never been proven, nor can it just like
Could it be proven?
I don't know.
I don't think it can.
It's why why can't they use certain things in regards of paranormal in the court of law? When people say there was that big case,
They can't, yeah.
Ed and Lorraine Warren were part of that case where that guy was possessed. He killed somebody, and they tried to use that in court, and it would not withstand in court because the paranormal cannot technically, by the court of law, be proven. But I truly believe, Mr. Phillips, that yes, 100%, you can either be killed or that paranormal event could cause an event that could kill you.
Okay.
What do you think?
No, that makes sense. I mean, and look, and can they physically harm you? I think the answer is yes, because at least I had scratches, and I've heard of other people
Yep.
having scratches. And I think that's the scarier part about paranormal investigations.
It sticks with you.
Is the fact that you can be touched, you can be harmed, you can be pushed, scratched, whatever the case may be. If none of that took place, paranormal investigation would be a different kind of thing. It wouldn't be so damn frightening, so scary.
You
right?
know,
Do you understand what I'm
I
saying?
do. And when I helped that one lady out who believed she had that incubus in her house, people psychologically believe that they're being haunted as well when there is no haunting. So their mind can create that reality that could kind of referencing what Teresa's
Is
saying.
this the one you gave the rocks?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. The rocks. They could psychologically drive themselves crazy, thinking that they're being attacked by ghosts. Folks, this is the Friday edition. Abnormal realities. What is the definition of normal? That is what I'm going to ask Ron Phillips when
Who
we
the
come
hell
back
knows?
in the second segment, and we're going to talk about demonic dogs and other things. We love
Okay.
the hell out of you. Ron Phillips, take us home.
RomikaDesigns.com coming up during the break. Check out the raffle item that we're giving away on December 16th. We'll be back in 2. At Romika Designs, we're more than just a laser engraving and specialty design company. Much more. I'm Ron Phillips, co-owner of Romika Designs, and if you can dream it, we can probably make it. We can custom laser cut and engrave on nearly all material. Great for one-of-a-kind gifts, home decor, business and specialty items, or personalized and logo designs created just for you or your company. Allow us to become your go-to gift and specialty project partner. Romika Designs can help make your ideas a reality. We're ready to help you design and create that special gift for any occasion or engrave your personal or business logo on just about any product. View our designs at RomikaDesigns.com or simply email us with your ideas. We specialize in custom design and would be honored to have the opportunity to discuss it with you. Call us at 817-400-4040, email info@RomikaDesigns.com, or visit us on the web at RomikaDesigns.com.
Abnormal realities.
All right. So let's see. Oh, this is a cool one. You may affect magnetic phenomena that makes credit cards unreadable after you've been carrying them. Do you have a problem with your credit cards?
I do not.
He is not a slider.
I'm not a slider.
All right. And number everything that's no more numbers.
What are you doing? I'm just thinking about how much of a train wreck we are.
Give me a hug.
No, I'm not hugging you. God, how long is this show gonna go? Can't believe you got to the end of the story and you went, humana, humana, humana. There are no more numbers. What?
I thought there's another one. I tried playing it out. It rolled over on me.
Abnormal realities.
Every time I look at the clock, the break gets further away. I don't understand.
With Ron and Rocky. 8 p.m. Eastern. Mojo 50.
Guess I got
Oh,
it on
Mr.
mute.
Unprofessional. What?
Welcome back to Abnormal Realities, guys. I'm Ron Phillips. That's Rocky Stucci.
How
And
you
this is the real life I want to believe giveaway. We are raffling this off for any donation, for every $1 that's given, and we thank you for that, you get one chance at the raffle. This is a 4-layer I Want to Believe sign made by Romika Designs. Has the Abnormal Realities logo there in the top left corner.
You really
from your
thought
side.
about that
I
for a
did,
second.
because I was trying to think it from their point of view.
Man, I felt it.
Yeah. But yeah, we're giving this away on December 6th, December 17th. We'll take donations up through December 16th. So we just want to make sure that that you get it before Christmas.
How do the donations work? Is it every $1? It's
For
a entry.
For every $1 is an entry, and if you do a monthly donation,
It's double.
It's double.
Yep.
So yeah, so there's that. Can't wait to send that out. Be a nice Christmas present for somebody.
It would be. And do we sign it, rub it, touch it, lick
Yeah,
it,
we're gonna
hump it,
sign
whatever?
it, rub it, touch it.
Rub it down. Oh no!
Rocky will
Do
probably
me,
hump
baby.
it, and we'll send it off.
What up, Audrey? Thank you for stopping in during your break over there
Yep.
in the Mickey Mouse land.
Kevin John Hutchings.
I wonder.
If the paranormal isn't accepted by the law, how can some states pass laws requiring you to inform buyers that your house is haunted? Let me check on that.
Yeah,
'cause
check on that because
do
to my
you have to
understanding,
do that?
to my understanding, I just recently, we might even talked about it on the show, Ron, where they did not have to disclose that information. But maybe some states are different. But that's a good point. So if you do have to disclose, then that's a relevant question in regards to, okay, if it's provable enough to say this house is haunted, I think.
Oh my God.
What?
Danielsonlaw.com. If you know your property is haunted, you must disclose this to your buyer. Failure to do so, you do at your own risk. If you're hoping to sell a stigmatized property in the near future, it can be a bit tricky to navigate the process of what you are required to disclose and what you are not.
So if they sued them,
Disclose with care, it says.
you'd really need quite a bit of evidence, though. I mean, you like poltergeist type of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because even if you had scratches, I mean, you could be scratched by somebody. You could rub up against a wall. I mean, it'll have to be something pretty substantial in the court of law to say, look, son of a bitch, this shit is haunted.
So Schmidt's Realty. Do you have to disclose that your house is haunted in Minnesota?
Interesting you say Minnesota,
Mhm.
Ron.
Paranormal is not normal. Why can't anything ever just be plain normal?
Oh.
So it's a story that this person wrote. Not going to go through the whole story, but basically it says that this not normal situation turns paranormal. He shares with me that at one point during the evening, during the second showing, everyone was inspecting the upper level. When they were finished, he has double checking to make sure all the upstairs lights were turned off as the home buyer and the contractor began walking down the stairs. Said he began to head down the stairs. He experienced an overwhelming sensation that someone or something was trying to push him down the stairs.
Okay.
Paranormal activity. Now what do we do?
But
So
see, there again, it was a sensation. I mean, you can't go in front of a judge and say, I had the sensation, judge, that something was tickling my balls.
yeah.
And then prove that it was a real entity trying to give you a little one of those. You know what I mean? It would have to literally, I think the only thing I could think of, brother, is like poltergeist. You would have to legitimately get poltergeist on film to say, now you go live with this, Judge Knickerbocker. Thank you.
Yeah. So here's an interesting story.
That's in Minnesota right there, isn't it?
I don't know.
That looks like the house on Summit Avenue.
It says Helen Ackley and her family lived with ghosts for years in their turn of the century Victorian in upstate New York.
Okay. All right. Bro.
One ghost would shake the children's beds to wake them up in the morning. Another materialized in midair as Helen was painting the ceiling of her living room and approved of her color choice. Her son once came face to face with a long deceased Navy lieutenant outside the basement door.
How would you feel being woken up every morning by a ghost shaking your bed?
Not very good.
It's kind of creepy.
Kind of creepy. The Ackleys didn't keep their spectral guests a secret. Helen was quoted in newspaper stories and the Reader's Digest about the family ghosts, and the home in Nyack was included on the town's, quote, haunted house tour. Everyone knew that the Ackley place was possessed. Everyone apparently except Jeffrey Stambovsky.
Oh, Jeff.
In 1989, Stambovsky, a transplant from New York City, bought the Ackleys' Victorian mansion for $650,000 without any knowledge that the place was famously riddled with ghosts. When his new neighbors clued him in, Stambovsky took the Ackleys to court to cancel the contract and get his money back. In the first trial, the judge denied Stambovsky's claim, citing caveat emptor, or let the buyer beware. But an appeals court in New York reversed the decision, ordering Ackley to return Stambovsky's money in a colorful ruling that included ghostly quotes from Hamlet and a reference to the movie Ghostbusters. Quote, whether the source of the spectral apparitions seen by defendant seller are parapsychic or psychogenic, having reported their presence in both a national publication, Reader's Digest, and the local press in 1977 and 1982, respectively, wrote the court, defendant is estopped, prevented from going back on her word, to deny their existence, and, as a matter of law, the house is haunted.
Okay, this is, now, I'm not trying to defend one or the other. This one here is a little bit different because this one was famously known for its paranormal activity.
Yep. It says, the Ackley verdict, while not officially state law, set an important precedent for the question of whether or not to disclose paranormal activity. The court ruled that by not disclosing the high-profile haunting to the buyer, it impaired both the value of the property and its potential for resale. It affects the material value of the home. It must be disclosed, says Hagley. It says Hagley will only disclose a haunting if it's open and notorious, meaning that there have been multiple sightings and all the neighbors know about it.
Dude, is your nose tickling?
No, why? Is yours?
Yeah.
Mine did. It did earlier before the break. Why?
Audrey.
Stop it, Audrey.
Damn it.
Ghosts are not the only thing that can scare off potential buyers. A lot of people are understandably creeped out at the thought of moving into a home where someone recently died or was the site of a tragic or violent death. Now I grew up in my high school years living in a home where the person who lived in it before us had passed away.
Did that freak you out?
It did initially, but then I didn't have any problem with it because we never experienced anything.
So but up north, our old neighbor, he was and I love the guy. He had a meth problem, right? And I love the guy so much, I'm not going to be sarcastic when I say that. But he would get a little tweaky. You know what I'm saying? He would be up for, quite a long time. He'd be all this geek, bro.
That's what meth will do to you.
It does that. And so he would be up. Now, there were deaths in his unit, more than one. And it was just a small little townhouse. And he would be up for days and he would start hallucinating. And now, I can look at this from both ways. The more you're up, the mechanics of your brain change. Just like when you take LSD, the mechanics of your brain change. So maybe it's opening up doorways, right?
Right.
But he started kind of freaking out to the point to where he would start coming pounding on my wall because he was freaking out. So I went in there one time and he brought me right down to the room, and dude was up for like 3 days, and he looks at me, he's like, this is where they died. I'm like, and what's your point? Okay, this is where somebody passed away. I mean, are they stuck in this room? A good Christian elderly woman? I mean, is she stuck in this room because she died here? No, she's not. I maybe believe there's a death imprint, nothing intelligent, right?
Yeah.
But I deal with that a lot. I hear that a lot about, because somebody died in a home, they automatically think that their ghost is stuck. I don't want to be stuck in my house, and I'm not going to be, because I'm a spiritual warrior anyway, so I'm going to go where I want. But I want people to understand, because it's a cemetery doesn't mean it's haunted.
Is it a purgatory type thing though?
I think that's all depends on the individual.
Okay.
And their behavior and their belief system.
What would cause them to get stuck in a place?
Being a piece of shit.
Really?
Think about it. So if it was purgatory and maybe you didn't believe in that escalation of spirit, whatever circumstances are, or maybe that's where they wanted to stay. Maybe they had an attachment. They loved their home. That was their safe place. A lot of churches are haunted. They're haunted because spirit, 2 Catholic churches I've investigated, extremely haunted. You would never think that. But then you would think that, okay, well, wait a minute. Maybe in life, this was the place where these people felt safe. Or You have a distressed spirit, and they feel that they need to go to the church because that is going to be the place where they're going to be forgiven or they're going to be allowed to transition.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
there's a lot of different ways you can look at it. But just because people are buried in the ground and they call it a cemetery doesn't necessarily make that place haunted. And just because somebody died in a home doesn't necessarily mean that that is where their soul is.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But again, I also believe in death imprint, like suicide. Suicide would be different. Sometimes I believe if you commit suicide, part of your punishment for that suicide is you stay right where you committed that suicide, and that's your
For how
purgatory.
long though?
If I gave you an answer, it's just me theorizing, coming up with some bullshit, trying to sound like I know what I'm talking about. But nobody really has that answer. Maybe until you forgive yourself.
Okay.
Or come to some kind of spiritual peace.
Or until you're forgiven.
The one time, Lisa didn't have a relationship with her dad at all. She was physically in a relationship with him, I think, for a week. Otherwise, she never saw him before.
Okay.
And then after that, he moved up north and they never saw each other. We were feeling weird energy in our house. And we fired up the spirit box. As a matter of fact, we have this recorded. One of these days, you're going to come over and we're going to go through all my files. Because we're recording this.
We need to pull some of those files to play on the show.
And Lisa freaked out because the word Lahana came through. And that's what her dad called her. And then she's like, Dad, is this you? And he started coming through. I'm sorry. I love you. I'm sorry. It happened for a week straight.
When did her dad pass?
He passed away probably 15 years ago. It was a work accident. He fell off scaffolding.
Oh, okay.
So, and she didn't know him when he died.
Yeah.
She got a phone call, says, hey, you're next to kin type of thing. She had zero relationship with her dad. But now think about it. That probably burned in his soul while he was living that he did not have a relationship with his daughter. And
it was unfinished business.
It was there you go. Yeah. You said it. Unfinished business. And in order for him to fully transition, he had to figure out a way to make peace. Now, if you think about spirit with all this unfinished business, and they're trying to solidify that business, but they don't have a means to communicate. Can you imagine how many spirit there is around us trying to come through to somebody who maybe doesn't believe in it?
Yeah.
Or doesn't know somebody who has equipment or tools or means of? Are they stuck forever, or do they have to wait till that individual dies to make peace? That's the stuff I think about all the time, Philip. So don't worry about me. I'm all right. You know what I'm saying?
Don't worry about me. I'm all right, he says.
But the church hauntings are creepier to me.
Okay, so I did watch a movie when I was in the Air Force. I went to a theater. I was probably by myself. Went to see a movie that I didn't know was going to be haunting in and of itself, right? Didn't have a name like that. So I got there, and it ended up being, so the movies that really kind of get to me are the demonic type horror movies. Halloween and Friday the 13th, those movies, those aren't the ones that bother me.
No.
Those are little freaking weirdo, scary movies.
It's a lot of boobs and people tripping in the woods.
And people running into a shed full of chainsaws. Yeah. And
knives hanging.
And knives. But it's the demonic ones. Yep. And I found myself in a theater watching this.
Ooh.
And it literally scared me deep.
Because it can be real.
Well, I don't like demonic aspects of paranormal. And I think that's what scares me the most about doing these ghost hunts is the demonic aspect of it, right?
I get it.
Because to me, that's more real. All right, so look, the Freddy Kruegers and those kind of things, I know that those types of things probably occur, but they're few and far between. But what's more real to me is the spiritual, the demonic.
When you say demonic, what's your definition of demonic?
Like what Linda Blair went through in The Exorcist.
Okay.
That kind of demonic.
So
demon possession.
Demon
like
possession.
That.
Because I know a lot of people, I know it's a TV thing, a lot of people use the word demonic for any type of darker or more sinister energy. I don't believe that a lot of darker energies are demonic. I just believe they're dark and sinister and bad.
Like malevolent, but they're not
demonic.
Okay.
Right? Like they couldn't possess you like what the church would consider to be like a demon.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
This is me, folks. This is me, right? You may think differently. Phyllis may think differently. I'm just saying, I think there's a difference. The Hill House. The Hill House has some dark shit.
It does.
You know, is that demonic?
Well, I mean, nobody has mentioned that it is.
Maybe in behavior.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
mean, some of the photographs that we've seen before from the Hill House look wicked as hell.
Could a demon be trapped in a location?
I don't know the answer.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know the answer either. But, you know, you hear of real demons, like through the church and exorcisms, transferring from person to person. I think, I don't know if we talked about it on air or off air, if we would go and witness an exorcism, a real exorcism.
You asked me the question. You said you would. I'd be afraid to go.
I said I
be
would
afraid.
just to sound tough, but I don't know if I really
I don't know
would.
if I would, because I don't want to. I don't want to be in that vicinity.
I don't want to make eye contact.
Yeah.
Someone to be like,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh shit.
Because
what?
at that point, your body just melts. You pee on yourself a little
A
bit.
little bit.
Yeah.
You do pee on yourself a little bit.
Yep.
It's easy for me to make fun of Ron talking about going to haunted locations. It's really easy to do that. But when you're actually, like when we talk about Destination Fear,
Yeah.
it's really enjoyable to watch people getting the shit scared out of them, right? But you really got to give them a lot of credit.
Yeah.
Because they're going into some very sinister locations.
With backstories, 14 pages long.
Yep.
Many, many hauntings, things like the people seeing stuff. And they go into these places. And that's the weird part about these shows. And I understand that these shows are filmed over several days to make them look like it's one night. But the bottom line is you're still going into these places by yourself in some cases, like they did, spending the night by themselves. Whether they've got a film crew near them or not, it doesn't matter. The bottom line is they make good TV with that kind of stuff. What's realistic? I don't know.
So when I did an event at the Palmer House, it was a public event. We investigated till about 1 or 2 in the morning, and then we allowed people to kind of, if they wanted to, just kind of go around wherever people, didn't have rooms. And so I thought I was going to be kind of a tough guy. And I was like, I'm going to go down in the basement where the most activity is. That's where they found the bones. I'm going to go down by myself, and I'm going to go down and do EVPs.
See, I get to talking to myself, and that's part of my problem.
Yep.
Is I get to talking to myself in my brain, and I'm thinking, this is a good idea. No, it's probably not a good idea, but I want to do it. So let's go down there. Wait a minute. What if, that kind of thing?
Well, dude, I made it to the bottom of the steps and maybe about 5 feet into the basement. And I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I just couldn't do it. So, I mean, it's easy to talk, but even me, like at the Velisca house, I would not go in the attic. Even during the day.
Yeah.
I would not go in that attic. When my body tells me don't do it, I'm not doing it.
But why did your body tell you don't do it?
Because it wasn't.
Because the girl that was there, she just walked on in.
She just walked right in.
Set up all the cameras.
It kind of made me mad a little bit. Now, mine isn't telling me not to do things based off of fear, right? Because
Mine would be.
I understand. I totally understand. I can put myself through that threshold of the fear.
Okay.
But I believe, whether it be a psychic or intuitive or empathic or whatever definition you want to use, my body is telling me that there's something there with intelligence that is a danger to me. And my body is saying, leave. I do that with humans too. Sometimes I go to Walmart
it's like
and
it's an intuition. It's a gut feeling.
It's
this is not a good plan, right?
I think it's more than an intuition. I think it's a real reading of my atmosphere. That there's something sinister there that is dangerous, that could do bad things. And so my body picks up on it, and I do a U-turn.
But why? Okay, then why didn't her body pick up on it?
Because maybe she's not intuitive. Dude,
good point. That's a good point.
I've watched paranormal investigators that are all about science.
Yeah.
Right? So they're coming in with all the equipment. They don't care about feelings. They don't care about intuition. They don't care about psychic abilities. They want to get something on file, on tape, on a computer, on a scanner. They want that. They want to be able to physically prove to the public, right? I'm kind of a mix of both because I want all that, but I also understand that we're a lot more vulnerable in those positions than we realize.
Yeah.
And that's where you talk about the demonic stuff. I get freaked out as well watching like exorcism movies that are based off of real stories because then my dumb ass starts going to research into stuff.
Yeah.
And then you actually start reading files and hearing real audio, and it's just like, okay, that's not a psychological condition. There is something dark and malevolent and sinister that has entered that individual's soul, and people are trying to get that creature out of that person.
Yeah.
And then you hear the vocal tones and the words, like when we play that stuff.
So okay. So how is that type of stuff different than, you can go find on the internet and on YouTube, church services where people are, quote, possessed, and the preacher goes and lays hands on them, and
That's all
it all
stupid.
looks fake. It all looks
It's
stupid.
dumb, dude. That's
How
all
is
dumb.
that different? How does a person, and I guess it's a psychiatrist, psychologist, how do they separate the fake from the seemingly real, right? Is there, I don't know the answer, and I don't know that you know the answer.
I don't even
but
think that there's a technique or a science or even a specific level of intelligence that you need to have to be able to differentiate the two.
Yeah.
You get these Goombas that go to these churches and this guy goes,
Yeah.
and then they fall over.
Yeah.
And they're like, they start shaking. It's just like, you know what? You're a freaking moron. And then you make real honorable religious people look like an idiot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I question a lot of things on this show. Ron indulges in these conversations with me. But I still have a heart full of my God and my Jesus.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Same here. And look, because we ask the questions doesn't mean that, like I said before, doesn't mean we believe a certain way. We just ask the questions. These
Yeah.
are thought-provoking questions that somebody out there has an answer for or a feeling about, and they'll throw it in the chat room.
I always say this, believe in your heart. At the end of the day, believe in your heart. I've seen people, Scotty, love him to death, but I've seen him spend a lot of time debating theology, right?
Yeah. I can't debate theology because, number one, I don't know it like I should.
Well, that, and then it's the interpretation of that individual.
Correct.
Yeah. They were talking about Noah's Ark and, where the origins of it and looking for it. And, it's just like, we will go our entire life wondering if it was real or not, or if they're ever going to find the ark or whatever it may be. Why don't we just believe in our heart that there was a guy named Noah and he was going through whatever it was? We spend more time trying to prove the legitimacy of our spiritual beliefs than just living
to the
them.
extent that you get crossways with your family, you get crossways with your friends. I mean, and that to me, it's just not worth it. To stand and argue a point like that. Look, we get into those kind of things when we're talking about paranormal or UFOs, Bigfoot, whatever. You can argue all day long that it does exist, that it doesn't exist, that you've seen it, that you haven't seen it.
And
who cares?
And just for the record, if people want to be theological about it, God created the universe and everything in it.
There you go.
Boom.
Yeah.
Now what, bitches?
Now what?
Yeah.
Barbara Danko, see ya. Thank you. Kevin John Hutchings. Ron, as a kid, were you freaked out by The Exorcist? As a kid, I didn't watch The Exorcist. As I grew up, I remember seeing some pieces of it, but I've never seen the movie. I've never watched the movie. I've only seen, snippets of it on YouTube or whatever the case may be in the last decade or so. But yeah, I never watched the movie growing up.
Dude, we got to make sure that people, you know what movie freaked me out as a kid?
What?
About what I was going to say before I forget. Folks, if it's your birthday, let us know. We should have a thing on our website for people to let us know when it's their birthday so we can make sure we give them a birthday shout out. Because we love everyone. Well, we love most of you. We kind of like the rest of you. Evil Dead. Evil Dead freaked me the shit out. Dude, that thing in the basement, and then it hit his head, and then the eyeballs were like right there, and it was that possessed chick that was locked down in the basement. That messed me up, dude. I remember my mom came home from work one time, and I was sitting on the couch watching Evil Dead with my Uncle Ronnie. I about died, dude, when that door opened, because I thought I was going to die.
Oh. I don't know if I've seen Evil Dead.
The original.
There's Evil Dead 2 and all this
I never watched part 2s.
No, I don't. I can't say that I've seen that.
And then there was this one girl on Evil Dead running through the woods because somehow that creature from the basement got out. And of course, she tripped and she turned around and this stick landed like
Really?
But that was a pretty cool part.
That was a pretty cool part.
That movie freaked me out.
Jason
I don't know what it
Goki
was.
said Children of the Corn.
That was creepy because these days, especially, there's some really
Yeah.
possessed children running
Yeah.
around.
And that's the thing, is it's the possession.
Yep.
Like I said, the demonic, the possession, that stuff that in my mind could be real.
Pet Cemetery
'Cause we
kind of
don't
messed
know.
me up
Really?
a little bit, because could that not someday be real? A lot of witches try to not reincarnate, but try to bring dead things back to
Yeah.
life.
Jeff Crypto Hulk Stewart says he'll see us in Jefferson tomorrow. Unfortunately, Jeff, we're not going to be able to make it tomorrow.
Dude,
We already had plans for a for a charity ball game that we had committed to. So we thought we were going to be able to go, but we're not
Yep.
going to be able to go. So
Jeff, keep us
that's
posted on
unfortunate
anything.
because honestly, if we had known earlier, I just didn't know when it was. And the day that I contacted you was the day I found out about it.
Yeah, we
This
want to
was
start
the-
doing more of that.
Yeah, this was the Texas Bigfoot Fest
Yep.
in Jefferson, Texas. And we need to be going to these things.
Yep.
We
Well-
need to set up a table. We need to broadcast from
Yep.
there.
Yep. So, folks, if you are an event promoter, or if
Or
you know,
if you know of an
promoter,
event near you.
come on, let us
Yeah.
know, because we'll do live broadcasts. We'll promote the shit out of your event. And we do it right. I mean, we did an amazing event in South Carolina, and we hammered that shit, dude, in South Carolina.
Oh, it was fun. We
We
had a
made
great
that look
time.
good.
People would gather around the table,
Yep.
and we had some pretty high profile people that we were interviewing.
sure
A lot
did.
of you watched it, but we want to do that on the Bigfoot, UFO, paranormal side of things
Yep.
as well. So any alien cons, any of these conventions,
Come
now
on.
that, now that we're up and rolling and up and running, and we've got the equipment, the travel equipment, get with us. Let us know if you've got anything coming up. You have to let us know in advance, because we both do work and we both have things that we got to plan
That's
around.
right.
So we
Jeff had a
appreciate
pet
that.
cemetery experience.
Yeah, he
With the
did. I saw
demonic
that.
dog that got his head blown off and was still
That was
moving.
Jeff Stewart is a great storyteller, and one day we'll have him on again to tell us about the demonic dog, because that was freaking weird. Because the dog got his head blown off, and then minutes later he saw the dog again.
And the puppies were eating it.
Yeah, no, I'm out.
I'd even kill. No, I wouldn't. I'm
No.
a man of peace. Folks, we love the hell out of you. Get on over to the website, abnormalrealities.com. Again, get on to the website, and that sign, I don't know where
Oh,
it's
it's
at.
right here.
The I Want to Believe sign. Get your tickets. For every $1 donation, it is an entry of your name. If you do a monthly, it is double of
Yep.
whatever it is. So, come on. This is how we do it. We love you guys. Rocky Stucci, Ron Phillips, Abnormal Realities. Get to the website, abnormalrealities.com. Make sure you listen to the podcast, download the podcast, iHeart, all over the damn place. Mojo 50 Radio, Odyssey Radio, OpsLens.com, and literally broadcasting around the world. Ron Phillips, damn it, take us home.
Good night, everybody. It's Friday night. Go have fun. Have a safe weekend. We'll see you guys on Monday. Talk to you later.